Me. Confessions of Volume 1 with author Ammi Motlokoa, who is currently on the line right now. Good day, Ammi.
Yeah, good day, Maria.
Hi, Ammi.
Hello, how are
you?
you? Yes,
I'm good, thanks.
the
And
line.
yourself?
Oh, I can't complain very much.
Yes, the line is
Hello?
pretty bad because of the poor network. I can hear you, Ammi.
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right,
I can
perfect.
hear you now.
All right, so tell us about the book Prison Nightmare. I mean, you spent about 4 years in jail and decided to write this series of books. Tell us about your ordeal and how it all started.
Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to thank everyone that has been with me through all those years in prison. But the book is about the stories that have actually is about the experience that I've went through all these years in prison, and then I've started writing this book in prison, listening to these stories about people who like who are involved in these organizations like gangsters in prison, who have those tattoos, how prison is. So I've decided that uh, perhaps this I have to because these people in prison, they come to you and they ask you to join these gangsters and stuff. So as a person, I decided I can't just jump into this. For example, 28 and then 26 and then all those threes, so on, and the big five here and there. So I wanted to hear actually what is it that am I getting into. So and I've researched and asked and went around because normally they don't just push you into these things. They kind of convince you otherwise. I don't know. I can't call it a coercion, but it's like they give you time so that you can decide whether you can fall into, basically in prison you have to belong because if you don't belong, them calling you such names as data, like a person who doesn't know anything about the up and downs, the going in and the out of prison, and then in order for you to carry things like money, you have to belong to such a gang. Because if you are a person who doesn't belong, you are not allowed to carry things like cell phone, monies, and then uh, you can't just buy food because the food in prison itself, it doesn't, you can't be satisfied over a plate of meal in there. It's not a 5-star hotel as people they assume to say. They always say that our prisons are 5 stars. There are some laws that you have to follow in there. So, uh, as a person who likes to write stuff, like who keeps a diary, if I may say, so I decided to keep a diary and then write all these experiences that I've been witnessing in prison. So I ended up compiling them into a book, and then usually in prison there are some opportunities like if you do art, they will invite you. As departments like such as what do you call arts and culture and education. And so then I met those publishers, and then we discussed that they liked my writing and writing style, so they decided to compile the stories that I've written about the inside prison stories, and then we turned them into a book. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm here, Amit. So, you chose writing to tell your story because you are a person who likes writing, and you mentioned that you kept a journal. So, were there any of challenges that you experienced along this journey, writing the book itself as well as publishing it?
Yes, in fact, I was supposed to, to publish it while I'm inside the prison, but due to some social politics, if I'm allowed to say that, social politics, because in prison there are some things that you can just publish or talk about, because they are kind of like they are the secret of the prison, things that are not allowed to be heard outside or maybe to be published. So I waited up until I got outside there, and then tell you the truth, I can't be so certain that uh, this book, how will it do in the or should it end up being on in the hands of people who I know that they believe in sex, like the gangsters and all the stuff, because there are some secrets of the prison that are not supposed to be out there. But since well, our should I say legislation or yes, they, we are allowed to, in the laws of South Africa, just for an author to publish, to write whatever that he experienced or that he might feel that is necessary to go out there. Because we have people like editors who will edit the stories. But since I'm being on the book plan, maybe I live to witness the book how it is doing in the near future. Then I will consider myself blessed or lucky to say that. Even to tell you the truth, this is my first interview, and I wasn't even sure about it. I had to ask if I can come into the public because really most of the experience I've written about here, there are real life stories. I mean, someone somewhere out there has went through, or maybe can relate, because all most of people who helped me, who told me their personal experiences here, they 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 they, they asked if they can be anonymous, and really, but they like to, if 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 maybe youth out there can know how dangerous is crime in prison, and I know all those Caesars. I may call them Caesars. Uh, they really feel that at least something should be told in a different angle. So hence, prison nightmares, the name of the book, and then confession. And it is volume one, because there are a lot of stories that I've written over the years about the inside prison stories. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Wow, this sounds like it's something out of a movie. When can we expect the other volumes to drop?
Um, at present moment, I'm busy with we are editing the volume two. It will be available. It will drop around September, October there, because um, actually the correctional department has this read and write for redemptions month, and then it's on October. So Um, our plan was, me and my publisher was to drop the volume two around about those 2 months, September and October. we're busy with it, editing it, and in the coming 3 years, at least we have to have a volume 3, all those volume 3, and then even the volume 2 and 3 are 3 in one, one book.
All right. So you wrote this book as to tell people about prison and what prison is all about. So what advice would you like to give to the youth as well as aspiring writers?
Come again, I didn't get you. Yeah.
What advice would you like to give to the youth as well as aspiring writers?
Oh, what? Okay. Writing, as I've experienced up to so far, I don't have that much experience on it, but what I'm seeing is one has to love their job, love their work, what they're doing, and then really you have to. You can't just come and write and expect to be published just like that overnight, and then there are a lot of things that. I think that you said something and then only to find out you've missed it. You have to they have to be patient on this. Especially these young ones who like to be out there, and you have to come to love your job and then be patient on it, and then you have to write and rewrite and then read it again and then read more other books from other authors, and so that you can understand actually how is it how this culture has been like. I mean, you have to just write on to be the writer and the reader as well. You know what I'm saying? Because as a reader, if you are told a story, you have to get a picture, and then you have to be there and feel what is being told there. Because here in Prison Nightmares, I think I might be. We didn't leave any stone unturned, but really we have to be on details of what is happening, not to offend others, but to tell it as it is. That's what the writing is all about. Yes, that's what I can say.
Yeah, to paint a clear picture of what people can expect.
Yeah.
All right, Ammi, how can people get a copy of the book?
At this present moment, they can go to my to Ammi. It's my Facebook account and on Twitter, Motlokoa Ammi. It's Motlokoa_Ammi, and then on Facebook it's Motlokoa Ammi. Yeah, it's Ammi Motlokoa. And then I'm told that my publisher will be launching. They just got the deal with Bargain Books, and then they have a couple of stores around nationwide. I think there are 1 or 3 or something. Because she said you will come back to me and tell me more, because Bargain Books have like ventured with my publisher about now the book, but I think it will be hitting store as soon as this pandemic COVID-19. Drops or something, or a thing like that. But for now, they can just call me on my contact numbers and go to Facebook on my account and then place an order. Yeah. Then it will be delivered to them.
Okay, Ammi, thank you so much for your time and for shedding light on life behind bars, and I wish you well in your future endeavors.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you to all your listeners.
All right, that was Ammi Motlokoa, the author of the book titled Prison Nightmares Confessions, Volume 1. It is a series of confessions, as you know, Volume 1. Written by him. Volume 2 will be dropping this year, inshallah, around September, October, as he has mentioned. And if you'd like a copy of Volume 1 in the meantime, you can go to his social media. That is Ammi Motlokoa, AMMI Motlokoa, Motlokoa. And you can contact him for a copy of the book, and he sheds some deep light into what happens behind bars. And though some people say that some people have this misconception that life in behind bars is amazing, that it's a 5-star treatment, that prisoners get this and prisoners get that. But if you read Ammi's book, you will realize that there's only some prisoners who get such life to a certain extent because of the things that they have to do in prison. So, you know, they become friends with the prison wardens, etc. They join gangs, etc. They have things that they have to exchange in order to receive the benefits of that 5-star treatment that people think that prisoners have. Anyways, it is 12:58. You are listening to the Mariam Mukonda Show on Salam Media. We will be right back.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
A strip of land with over 2 million people blockaded